Have you ever been made fun of for believing in God? Have you ever felt alone just for doing what's right? Imagine a whole school where no one believes in God, and only you truly love Jesus. That's what happened to a girl named Sarah. She's only 8 years old, but her faith is so strong that it changed the story of her entire class. And today, you're going to discover how a child full of love for an invisible God can transform hearts that once only knew how to mock. Stay with us until the end, because what happened will surprise you. Sarah is an American girl with light skin, bright eyes, and a sweet smile. She loves to draw, play with dolls, and run on the playground. But there's something she loves more than anything: Jesus. At home, Sarah prays with her parents before bed, reads the Bible with joy, and sings worship songs like she's talking to her best friend. She knows that obeying God is the best thing in the world. Even though she's young, she already understands the value of walking with Jesus every day. But Sarah's school was very different. There, no one talked about God, no one prayed, no one believed in Jesus. In fact, they made fun of anyone who did. When her classmates saw Sarah praying before lunch, they started laughing. One girl said out loud, "Look, the church girl is talking to the air." Others added, "You're weird. God isn't even real." Sarah felt her heart sink. She wanted to cry, but instead, she did something amazing. She looked up at the sky, smiled softly, and whispered in her heart, "Jesus, I'll keep loving you, even if no one understands." And so, day after day, Sarah kept obeying God. She didn't shout, didn't fight, didn't hide. She just lived what she believed, with love and courage. Even though people made fun of her, Sarah helped the girls when they fell on the playground. She shared her lunch, lent her pencils, and smiled with kindness. While others complained, she gave thanks. When they were mean to her, she forgave them. And she didn't do it to show off. She just wanted to please Jesus. What Sarah didn't know was that, even though her eyes couldn't see it, God was already working. At the back of the classroom was a girl named Emily. She was one of the ones who laughed at Sarah, but something was starting to change in her heart. Emily noticed Sarah was different. She didn't get angry. She had joy, even when she was the most rejected girl in the class. One day, Emily saw Sarah praying alone in a corner of the playground. It stirred something inside her. Why does she talk to this God if no one else believes? Emily started watching more. And the more she watched, the more she noticed that Sarah had something she didn't: peace. Until one afternoon, after class, Emily walked over. "Sarah, can I ask you something?" Sarah smiled and said, "Of course." Emily was a little shy but asked, "Why are you happy even when everyone makes fun of you?" Sarah looked at her with shining eyes and said, "Because Jesus is with me. He loves me and never leaves me." Emily was quiet. That answer went deep into her heart. "Can you pray for me too?" Sarah smiled again and said, "Let's pray together." And there, in the middle of the empty classroom, two little girls closed their eyes and talked to an invisible but real God. In the days that followed, something started to change. Emily was different, calmer, kinder. The other girls noticed and wanted to know what was going on. "Are you friends with the Jesus girl now?" they teased. But Emily said, "She's different, and I think I want to be like her." Little by little, more girls started getting closer to Sarah. First, they were just curious. Then they started feeling touched. One girl wanted to know how to pray. Another wanted to understand who Jesus was. Sarah explained everything with love, without fear, and their hearts began to open. Then one day, something wonderful happened. At recess, several girls asked to pray with Sarah. Right there in the playground, holding hands, they prayed together. Some cried, others asked God for forgiveness. Even the teacher saw it from a distance and was silent, surprised and touched. The invisible God was now visible in the transformation of every heart. What started with mocking ended in friendship, forgiveness, and faith. Sarah's light shone so bright that it reached everyone around her. And you know what? You can be like Sarah too. Even as a child, your faith can change the world. Don't be ashamed to obey God. Even if people make fun of you, stay strong. Because Jesus is with you, and He uses even the little ones to do big things. So never stop praying. Read the Bible every day. Talk to God like a friend. And always remember, obeying Him is the best path. If you liked this story, subscribe to the Bible for Little Kids channel, leave a like, and share this video with your friends. Let's spread the light of Jesus everywhere. See you in the next story.